Hey everybody, Jay Barino here, welcome back. It's Legends of Arkain's second Undead book, a custom campaign for Warcraft 3. We're heading to Chapter 4, A Matter of Faith, and to address a question that I've gotten a lot of, is just where can I download this campaign, how can I play it? Undead has not released it yet, he just gave it to me. It's his decision. I think he just wanted to see me play it, to see, I guess maybe utilize that as a bit of a test as well. If he wants to make any other changes, then he'll release it publicly. So again, that was his decision. Anyway, let's get started. As the city behind them had begun to slowly accept Pentis as the new head of the Sisterhood, the Dark Elven High Priestess and her undead allies continued their hunt of Queerness. The days of the former mistress were numbered. Pentis explained that even if Queerness managed to escape after the defeat dealt to her in the capital, she was doomed. However, Pentis had no intention of allowing Queerness to escape her fate. The scouts have returned. They have found Queerness's little temple, among other things. Queerness's followers are not the only enemies we'll have to fight in this place. Just tell us what you know so we can get this over with. The sooner this Queerness is dead, the better. Of course, I understand. The Divine One requires our presence. Queerness has gathered the last of her forces in a secret refuge on the other side of this cavern. There is no escape for her this time. However, her defenses are very strong. In addition, on the way to Queerness, we'll have to fight our way through a massive amount of creatures. And finally, two groups of the primitive, unworthy, filthy savages dare to live in this area. They appear to be fighting both each other and the wild creatures. They will attack both our forces and Queerness's loyalists, I'm sure. Cave orcs, wild creatures and the pathetic remnants of Queerness's forces, then. Very well, we will slay orcs and take their resources, fight our way through the wild creatures, and lay siege to Queerness's little hideout. Her death will end this little civil war. Yes, we could do it that way, or we could make it easier. What are you talking about? We could fight our way through the creatures, the savages, and then besiege her refuge, but this would cost us a lot of time and effort, not to mention it would cost the Divine One many soldiers he would need in the future. Or we could avoid the siege completely. I have little patience for yet another one of your political games, Pentis. I have no interest in negotiations with Queerness or her followers. Oh no, nothing of the sort, my Lord Ornassian. I intend to utterly crush Queerness, but not on the field of battle. The mushrooms in this cave that your undead servants harvest for lumber have another special ingredient inside. Black Lotus, the wonderful plant that is one of the greatest gifts of the Divine One. This is something that is exclusive to this cave. The Black Lotus plants and the greater mushrooms have formed some sort of synergy here. We haven't been able to reproduce this in any other place. I fail to see the use of this Black Lotus in defeating the armies of Queerness. You see, Black Lotus plants can cause a very strong ecstatic feeling. As much as I crave to feel it myself, I highly suggest that we collect it, not for ourselves, but for Queerness. If Queerness's fortress was exposed to a high amount of concentrated Black Lotus, we could easily incapacitate all loyalists, and Queerness herself. They'll be unable to resist. They'd even enjoy it and gladly lay down their weapons. Why should we waste our time gathering this plant to incapacitate them when we could simply crush them? This sounds like it would take much longer than simply destroying them. With all due respect, I doubt that it would take much longer than a siege, and think of the benefits. We'd lose less forces, and we could also win many additional forces from the survivors of Queerness's loyalists. Without their leader, they'll quickly throw themselves under my rule. How do you know that? The decision is yours in the end, but I highly recommend this strategy if you wish to have as many of my people as possible capable of serving the Divine One. Okay, we have our same heroes this time. If you want to use the Peacemaker, you can create it in your necropolis, Halls of the Dead, or Black Citadel once you have gathered enough resources. We have Shield Guard and Spider Caller. The Bone Lords have given you access to Shield Guard, strong defensive melee units, and Pentis has provided you with Spider Callers, strong melee casters, who can support your other units, summon spiders, and transform into spiders. I have no patience for these sludge creatures. Tear them, destroy them all. Tear them to pieces until nothing is left. My scouts report that they've seen a very large such creature in the cave. However, it has moved since they last located it, so I cannot tell you where it is right now. Perhaps its dead remains could be a worthy trophy to my Lord Arnacian. Very large, you say? I may decide to slay it if we come across it. I'm quite certain that the Jara Nexus would be very interested to get its claws on this creature. Alive. Okay, so we need more skeleton lumberjacks. Creates the Peacemaker. There it is, okay. Find and kill the ancient sludge creature. Queerness has delayed the plans of Eridon for long enough. It is time to put her down for good. The former leader of all Dark Elves has gathered her last followers and hides in her refuge. Arnacian can either crush her with brute force or unleash a massive amount of Black Lotus to incapacitate Queerness's forces without having to fight them. I feel like 25,000 lumber would take just as long to gather than to kill them. It would definitely... I feel like this is a trap because... Look, this is gonna be very meta, but I feel like Shardundred expects me to make the Peacemaker and might use that to bite me. So I feel like maybe I should subvert expectations and just kill her outright. I don't know. This clearly seems like it's going to be an important choice. End of the sludges. The cave is filled with filthy sludge creatures who dare to stand between Arnacian and his goal. Pentus has reported that a massive sludge is hiding somewhere in the cave, suggesting that Arnacian could kill it if he wanted to. However, the Jara Nexus would probably be interested in capturing this fine specimen if left alive. I'm tempted to just leave this one, specifically because it says that there is, like, it makes it clear what would happen narratively if we left it, unlike the spider back in the first Orc book, for example. Okay, so let's just get a bunch of these lumberjacks. What do we need for a Black Citadel? We need an altar.
I bow to your will. My fate is sealed. Ready to work.
Okay, and we've got our Ice Keepers, and we have a couple Death Guards. We can make Shield Guards now instead of Death Guards. Crypt Fiends, Ice Keepers. Okay, that's all well and good. Let's go Bone Marrow, and then eventually we can grab Skull Shield for them as well, whatever that is going to be. So I'm just going to sit up here again. This is just, I can just sit at the top of this ramp. You know, I should have known. I saw it in the cutscene. I saw it in the cutscene, which means there's going to be some down here too. I thought maybe we could save that skeleton lumberjack. Well, that means this area up here is likely safe.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Okay, so we know that there are orcs on this base, on this map as well. Let's just go and grab +2 straight away. Spider Collar. Let's get a couple of these. My frontliners are in pretty good shape here. The Ice Keeper, just having one Ice Keeper seems really strong. Shield Guards seem close, like similar to Death Guards, maybe a little weaker. I don't know how they stack up in terms of cost. Yeah, but Skull Shield is going to be really good because I think ultimately they're going to have more armor than the Death Guards. It's just we need to get that tech up there and ready to go. I'm going to guess down there is where those are going to be. Let's just leave our Death Guards down here. They're a limited breed at this point. All right, upgrade to Black Citadel. What I can actually do is spread these out so we can get them a little bit faster. I could take my hero group to at least go and look. We have a nice big ramp here that we can defend ourselves on. I could just start killing these sludges to get some HP. What I don't know is if these sludges are spawning. I think so. Well, they attacked us at the beginning, but haven't attacked us yet, besides the ones behind the trees. So I don't know if these will get replaced or not. If so, that's unlimited gold that we could use, so there's that. Something to keep in mind. Our intel's getting roasted. We haven't been attacked for a while, actually. Nope, well, okay, there's the sludges behind the trees that I can see. And I'm stockpiling a bunch of lumber currently. And then we're going to get a bunch of... Yeah, see, this is no problem. There's more back there, too. Yeah, I think those back there actually can't get out. I guess we can flame strike them. Oh, no, they can get out. That's fine. Okay, we can kill these as well. Queerness hasn't attacked us for a while. Did they leash? Oh, no, I see. That's fine. I don't mind. I can rebuild these lumberjack things. That's not a problem. Okay, I need a Tomb of Relics badly.
I wish only to serve. Thy will be done.
Time is fleeting.
Do you require aid?
What is it now?
I guess we'll just do this, and then yeah, waiting for Black Citadel.
I serve only the frozen.
Okay, so we should be safe, and then we can resaturate this with skeleton lumberjacks in a moment. I'm going to stay in no upkeep for as long as possible and assume that my heroes can handle a lot of the incoming attacks, especially with obsidian statues, and then we'll just get a few more things. We can make abominations now. That's kind of an interesting thing. All right.
If that is your wish.
Cool. Okay, so it's like rejuve, and then we can summon spiders as well. All right, I like these, assuming we are actually willing to use them. The question is, are there going to be more, you know, there might be more sludges back there and up here. They're probably all throughout this whole area, and that's okay. That's fine. We'll, you know what I can do? What I can do is set up,
Yes, master.
I can set up ziggurats. I actually already have some ziggurats, but I can get some more ziggurats just to protect against those. And also it'll help me get closer to maxed out. Okay, and then get those obsidian statues. We learned how important those are. And then let's also grab skull shields, and I think I will probably also grab burrow. So let's hotkey all of these. So again, the real question, there's probably not enough lumber in this base. We're gonna have to like push our way out, which means we're probably gonna want to kill some of the orc bases as well, eventually. Because there's definitely not 25,000 lumber available right now. So let's just focus on getting our upgrades, staying in no upkeep, harvest as much of this gold as possible. And then we can go back out and keep scouting with our heroes, killing groups of the sludges, and then what we'd have to do is move out and build black citadels, like, all throughout this middle section. That'll give us good defense, and then we can just, you know, be ready to move around the map as necessary. I just roasted myself. Ornasian's straight-up damage is looking pretty good now. I think it's because he has a chance to crit.
My might cannot be matched.
Sludge Nightmare.
Time is fleeting.
Okay, and I don't think... Yeah, I don't think they replaced the sludges that were out here. So let's just keep looking around for the sludges that we can see. Queerness has not attacked us, and I think that's because Queerness has to fight through the sludges to get to me. So this is kind of interesting, because it's like we have enemies on both sides, and we have the option to basically sit and not do anything. Again, which I don't know. I don't know how I want to handle that. Again, let's turn these into spirit towers just in case. Let's also just grab my remaining... Let's get one more.
I gladly obey.
I serve only the frozen throne.
Let's see if maybe we can find any of the orc bases, or... Oh, that's just more sludges. That's fine. I mean, there are more trees up here. The thing is, I need blight if I want to do any of this. I guess we'd have to do sacrificial skulls, and then rather than setting up black citadels, I think that should be fine.
Time is fleeting.
Again, the fact that I don't have to worry about any enemy attacks is really interesting. Let's just keep moving and killing sludges, and then... Queerness, I'm going to run you back here real quick to buy some sacrificial skulls. I guess we could throw an Orb of Corruption on her too, couldn't we? pull these back a little bit. I don't even know if these sludges drop corpses. Okay, and I don't think Ornasian's gonna have enough mana. Okay, let's leave. We can heal up and just keep this up, and then you go ahead and buy some sacrificial skulls.
Die, fool.
Okay, I shouldn't have turned around. This was a mistake.
My mind is ready. Will this ever end?
Okay, that's fine.
Kick down, Sparky.
And now, once we put Blight down, it's permanent, right? So we can just come up here and throw this down, and then we can get a graveyard up there, and we eventually will transition our lumber harvesting up there. At this rate, it's tempting to just make the Peacemaker, because I think it's going to be easier.
Speak. I grow tired of waiting.
I don't know if that's a good reason or not.
Do you require...
Let's just go ahead and run her out here. Okay, so here they come.
Will it be, hotshot? It's about time.
So here comes Quirinus. Let's back up here and be ready to defend ourselves. And we can get up to 50 food, right? So... Shield Guards and Crypt Fiends, really. I mean, that's kind of our main options here. I mean, let's get one Abomination. I'm kind of curious to see how it'll stack up with the Shield Guards, considering the Shield Guards are only 3 supply. And we've got the spell resistance and all of that, so I think it's probably going to be the better choice. Alright, so this is about the size of the enemy attacks in the last mission. We don't have as good of a choke point, but I still, like, we should be fine with our heroes and the splash damage available to us. Yeah, and we're at exactly 50 supply, which is exactly where I want to be. So I guess my question is, if I were to... Well, I mean, I could set up a Black Citadel if it'll fit. I doubt it will fit. Let's go ahead and make one Acolyte.
My life.
And then let's see if we can fit... Yeah, I didn't think so, but we can make a Graveyard. It's going to be hell to defend that. We could just smack down a Black Citadel down here. No, we can't. That's not buildable. Okay, so I can't like cheese that in any way, unfortunately. Okay, so she's broken through a lot of those areas. That's okay. Again, I feel very comfortable. Let's just go ahead and quick save. Very rarely do I feel comfortable in Legends of Arkain, that's for sure. I'm stuck. Okay, back up. I can see how, again, based on how many things are attacking us, eventually I'm probably going to want to... I think I'm probably going to want to be... Yeah, of course they have an upgrade advantage on us. My shield guards are going to take less damage. Yeah, I was going to say, I'm probably going to want to just attack and kill her rather than making the Peacemaker. Alternatively, I mean, this is why I'm actually thinking the Peacemaker route is going to be harder. So now I'm leaning towards just going for the Peacemaker route. Because I think the Peacemaker route is supposed to be harder. Though I can't be sure about that. I may run out of gold at this rate. Let's just throw down a Black Citadel right here, and then we can harvest these mushrooms. Were there more mushrooms down here? Doesn't look like we can get down there.
My might cannot be matched.
And then Acolyte. We haven't seen the Orcs. I think the Orcs will be attacking us. Abominations do have more HP and armor. I just don't know if that's necessarily worth it. You guys come all the way down here.
The damned stand ready. I wish only to serve.
Again, having this uphill advantage seems really important. This is just going to block us which is why I think we just want to engage down here.
I bow.
Get down here and repair. And then I can make an effort to get lumberjacks up here. Yeah, I don't know if going for the orcs... I mean, I haven't even found the orcs, first and foremost, but... The enemy attacks seem quite manageable, but I wonder if they would become absolutely nuts over time.
Consume the living and the dead.
Get down here.
That's pretty bad timing. We're going to have to back up here for sure. Orange... Yeah, this doesn't seem too scary. This seems scarier. Okay, you all get down here. Help us out. Flame Strike. Oh, I didn't get his ultimate. I think it's Finger of Death. Honestly, I think Flame Strike is more valuable in this instance. Oh my god, these fucking sludge monsters. Yeah, get them to kill each other. That's the way to do it. And we get money and XP for it. Harantel Gazor, we definitely want Locust Swarm. I mean, if it's normal Finger of Pain, I don't care that much. Oh, cool, Vengeance. That's great. I assume it's just normal Finger of Death. 500 damage. I mean, honestly, I think I'll take... I can get more value out of the higher level Flame Strike. And we'll get down there. Okay, cool. So this is going along. There's going to be sludges behind here, too, I'm sure. That's fine. We'll just let it happen. Then we'll kill the sludges and then rebuild our skeleton lumberjacks. So we're only a fifth of the way there. We basically have to keep pushing forward to find more mushrooms to harvest.
Only the frozen throne.
Right, so we want to turn this into a black citadel. You guys come on down here. That's fine. Slowly but surely, I think, on this map. And if and when we need to, well, then we'll go ahead and we'll try to get to the orc bases and take their gold mines. But I guess maybe the sooner we do that, the better. I don't really know. I forgot that we've got Berserk on him. That would be really strong.
Let the living beware.
Where shall my blood be spilled?
Let's see. Any other mushrooms that we can see? I guess let's take our heroes and head back down here, if we can fit. Again, there's a lot of unpathable areas here that can be a little irritating, unfortunately. We have 5 supply. Let's get a... No. We're not going into low upkeep. We can clearly survive these attacks on no upkeep.
Indubitably cheeky.
And again, if I can just stockpile money so that I could rebuild my army where necessary frantically, we should be okay. Again, especially because we're gonna have these halls of the dead and such in the back. And they're not engaging these guys here, surprisingly. So that's great.
My life for Ner'zhul. Thy will be done.
I guess what I can do is throw down like one ziggurat there for a little defense. There comes Orange again.
The living and the dead.
Orange's attacks are relatively small. I don't like how these caster women are melee. Not one bit.
I wish only to serve. I gladly obey.
Again, I don't want to get super meta and be like, oh, Shar expects me to get the Peacemaker, so I'm going to do the opposite. Nah, I'll get the Peacemaker. You know that's what your boy's going to do.
I serve only the frozen throne.
And also, the enemy, I don't want to jinx it, but the enemy's not attacking with any heroes, which makes this a little easy. Let's use Ice Crown. like we lost a big chunk of units, but again, like we're fine. And we just maybe build one more obsidian statue to make sure that we stay topped up. My Ice Keeper's still alive with the vampiric aura, and I'm getting that lumber. I'm not spending lumber faster than I can harvest it. The key is we have to keep pushing forward to find more sources of it.
I believe, Master. My fate is
such as over here, I suppose. That graveyard's close enough, I think.
My might cannot be matched.
Okay, and Halls of the Dead is probably good enough to defend us from the sludges that are going to be behind that. And you can be Spirit Tower to protect us from the sludges that are behind that. Ah, there they go.
And the dead. I'll see to it.
So these are the orcs, and this might be, again, where I decide that, okay, I don't want to put up with the orcs, so maybe we should just eliminate them, but they're also attacking Coronus, so it's going to lighten the attacks from Coronus a little bit, too. The orcs feel a lot weaker as well. It's like I'm way less concerned about them. Again, I'm playing this super slow and steady. I'm just gonna like try to find more mushrooms and just harvest my way to victory. My concern though is, again, if we have to basically fight our way to, if we have to fight our way to the orc bases, that could be a problem. Also, I don't think I have a way to. I don't have any way to purge the bloodlust. One guy. Okay, and then we'll get up here and kill him, and then we'll fall back to our. Oh yeah, we should just keep these guys in the front too. These death guards are gonna die, but that's all right. And then I know I built another obsidian statue. I swear I queued one up. But maybe I didn't. I really need to go out and start looking for more trees. So let's just start sending my beetles around to scout for us. Anything we can find in the fog will be helpful. But again, I'm sort of curious to see if maybe there just aren't even enough resources on the map. Yeah, see, that looks like a pain in the ass. And also, finding the right window to attack is going to be very challenging. All right, so we found the orc bases, and we have to go past the orc bases to find any other source of mushrooms. That might be okay, though. It's just kind of running a defense all around could be tricky. And obviously, like, if we set up a graveyard here, then we're right by purple. So I think maybe we pick one of them and go for it. We can maybe... Servants of the one and only God, cease your attacks. Allow us to serve you. Fight the other clan with us, and... I bring you a message from the Watcher, Savage. He is not interested, and neither am I. No, we cannot be ignored. We will prove our worth in glorious battle. You will be terminated. Okay, well, I mean, if I could have gotten one as an ally, that would have been nice. But the game says no. Okay, here comes blue. Wouldn't it be cool, maybe if, like, blue eliminated one of the orc clans for us? Wouldn't that be neat? And there are still more sludges around the map, too. Belt of Giant Strength, that'd be nice to go and pick up. Again, I'm a little skeptical that I'm going to be able to... I think I'm a little skeptical that I'm going to actually be able to collect enough lumber based on what lumber I have available to me. I think we're going to have to move forward. Let's take blue out. I'm going to go ahead and start building a little more infrastructure because we're going to need meat wagons to push our way up into those orc bases. Because to me, it seems like that is inevitable.
I gladly obey.
And this might be one of those that ends up taking me way longer, simply because, again, I tried to take it slow and steady, but in fact, I really needed to try to push up to get more, get access to more trees. And the second I go and try and attack one of the orc bases, I'm pretty convinced we're going to get hit by blue or orange.
Proceed. My might cannot be matched.
Okay, so let's go, meat wagons. Actually, wait. No. Don't do that. I'm going to wait until my other production that I just queued up is done. Then we can mass build, bump our way up to 100, and just try to push our way into an orc base right away. That's how we're going to do it instead. Solid flame strike. See, that right there is valued to me way higher than getting, you know, the whatever it's called, the Finger of Death. There we go. All right, so these are done. So, meat wagons, shield guards, crypt fiends. We're going to rally up to here.
I serve only the frozen throne.
And I'm going to go for teal first because teal, I think the enemy takes this middle path to get to us. So maybe we can hit another dark elf path along the way. We can hit the Rune of Restoration as well. And then why don't we grab some spider callers and necromancers. Okay, there's purple. I like how they were like, oh, help us fight the other clan, and we were like, nah. Well, purple's base is going to be empty at this moment, so maybe we should do that. All right, I think she's gonna die. No, she's not. Again, and they fight each other, which I really enjoy. So let's quick save. I honestly don't think this is gonna go well at all, and I should probably be going for purple in retrospect. And I have no vision up these ramps, so we just kind of gotta run in there and fight under the towers, which I hate. It is the living dead. Slay them all. We shall not fail the test of strength. You shall fail, you shall die, you shall march in the undead armies of the Master. That is the will of Eridon, Watcher of Arkain. Again, these towers, man. That's the best we can do, I think. All right, so they have a hero. There. Okay, we're in. Just about. Okay, meat wagons move up and start targeting. Yeah, go for the altar first. I don't want that level 8 hero back. We're probably gonna have to leave here pretty soon. But if we can maybe just cripple this base, that would really do it for me. Sturdy War Axe increases attack damage. Sure, Pentis, go for it. Get some spiders while you're at it. Meanwhile, I'm just going to go ahead and build more units and leave them at home.
restless dead await.
Because I think what I have in these bases is enough right now. I just need to clean up what they have left. Because there is blue. Okay, that is exactly what I expected. We can actually turn around and flank them. With my heroes. Because the army that I have in here is good enough. Oh, wait, no, okay, they're coming up this way. That means orange is going to be coming next. Okay, we got their town hall. They're gonna be rebuilding these constantly, I think. That's okay. Just focus down barracks in here. I thought this was supposed to be invulnerable. Poor Harantel's constantly out of mana. Alright. Go for that barracks up there. Health, mana, heroes move on up here. Okay, there's orange. I thought I turned all my units around. Oh, they must have killed them all if I had to guess. Okay, heroes run home.
Our town is under attack.
I think what we've got, I think we've destroyed this town's production.
Forward.
So let's just clean this up, and then we'll send the rest of this stuff home.
What is it? What?
Let's move this group up here, because we're going to build an Acropolis there later. Okay, so that's teal.
What is it?
If I have acolytes, I don't know where they are.
Yes, my lord. Summon more cigarettes. I be the shadows. I will be done.
Okay, so we can just put this here to gather trees.
Gladly obey.
And then let's just leave my army sort of in this general direction. Bring them up to my obsidian
The
statues.
restless dead await.
Make your
Let
choice.
darkness guide.
And I need more ziggurats, because the ones that I had defending me are gone. That's all right.
I will.
1, 2.
My fate is sealed. What is it, right?
Lumberjacks move up there in advance. Then I've got a small army here, which is very nice. Purple might be able to circumvent me, I'm not sure, but we should go for purple next.
The shadow will.
What are we at, 38 minutes? We're not really that close to the amount of lumber that we need. I think if we took out purple, we would have access to all the lumber we could possibly want, and then we could blockade Corynus in her base.
The restless dead await.
And that might be exactly what I'm going to want to do here. I'm sure there are going to be more sludges again behind walls, but that doesn't really concern me.
Where shall my
If
blood
if all my guys die, that really doesn't matter. Really doesn't matter. We just rebuild them easily.
I gladly obey.
Okay, we're back in high upkeep.
Summon is
Let's quick save. This one might be a two-parter. I mean, I feel like I could probably be aggressive and push into the other orc base here pretty soon in high upkeep. I'm going to wait for the next round of attacks.
What we do.
My primary concern is that purple is going to circumvent me by coming down here and then up into my base, which would be a real pain.
I bow to your will. My fate is sealed. I cannot summon.
I don't want to, like, over-tower spam, but I do just want to put up enough stuff that would distract them as they came up these ramps.
I cannot summon there. My fate.
So let's do exactly that.
Yes, master.
Focus on getting our economy kind of up to snuff.
Where shall my blood be spilled? I wish only to serve. Thy will be done.
Okay, here comes blue and orange from two slightly different angles, so I hate it. Blue is... What are you... You little asshole, what are you doing? Get over here. Okay, so Harentel, use your ultimate. So this is why I think we're gonna have to move forward with our defense. Where's Quirinus? He should be able to heal himself, right? It took him a long time to launch that. What are you doing, Onassian? Okay, well, we're in low upkeep. That's fine with me. Okay, my heroes are fine. You all start, you know, get crazy with the lumber.
I bow to your will. Yes, master. Our forces are under attack.
Cool. Okay, so that was the big attack, so we can quick save now. Maybe we want to wait for, like, one more, just because I feel like getting into Purple's base is not going to be particularly easy either.
As the shadow will.
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do here to move forward. I think Purple is the logical next step. And in fact, here they come to attack. I'm actually going to pause here. I think this is a good spot to stop because, again, I'm kind of on the fence on what exactly I want to be doing. I think I have access to a lot more lumber at this point, but yeah, I think maybe if we take out Purple... I wonder if there's like a hidden objective here to not kill either Orc clan, but Harentel, Khazor, and Ornassian are like, just kill him. So maybe it doesn't matter. So I think I don't know. I'll decide when I come back. I really am not sure. I'm going to go ahead and stop here. Thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.